Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Today is part 2 of the 155 grain Barnes LRX load development for the 6.8 Western. If you're interested on my initial load development process, please check out part 1. Today we're going to test out the rounds that I put together from the part 1 video. We'll shoot at 100 yards to see what the groups are doing, and we'll see what the velocities are. And for those that aren't aware, this is going to be out of a 20-inch barrel, 1-in-7 twist. So let's get shooting. All right, a brief recap on today's data. We started at 56 grains, ended at 58 grains. At no point in time did I witness any pressure signs through the grain weight ranges that I was using. And I found that a little bit odd because Barnes, said that 56.5 grains was at the max charge. So I was thinking that if I worked up to 58 grains, I was going to start seeing pressure signs. Well, I didn't. So I went to Hodgdon's website, and with this powder and a 150 grain bullet, they were recommending a max charge of 58.5 grains. So that would make sense as to why I wasn't seeing any pressure signs. So I do have some more room to work with the upper limit for these higher powder charges. However, I think I'm going to put a pause on load development with this powder, and I'll show you why in a little bit. Real quickly, I was watching the video, and this was not my cold bore shot. This was my cold bore shot. So this group measures exactly 1 inch and not the 0.44 inches that I initially had measured it out to be. So these were just my pulled shots here that I had marked just in case you couldn't see those. So these were pulled shots. These did not make it into the group size measurement that I had for these charge weights. So with that being said, I'm going to pause load development with the H4831 shortcut. My key reasons being I wasn't getting the velocity that I really wanted. Yeah, I called that I was going to get at least 2,800 feet per second with it. It's not there where I want it to be. And my extreme spread and standard deviations are also not where I want them to be. And I feel like tweaking the seating depth isn't going to fix anything. Yeah, I do have more room to work in the higher grain limits. I could work up to 60 grains to see how it would do. But I'm kind of, got to balance out, recoil, felt recoil, and, overworking the brass and maybe some pressure signs. So I'm going to pause load development with that. Now I did try some different powder, and this is the powder that I have had. I used this powder very early on when I was reloading for the 6.8 Western, when I started reloading for it. And actually, initial testing showed really positive signs. I'm starting off with, well over 2,800 feet per second. And my group sizers are looking much better. and my extreme spread and center deviations are also looking much better. Just a little preview. These are the groups that I'm getting. These are just the first 3 loads that I put together. So I'm not going to tell you what powder it is. Feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications so that way you're notified when I release the video of this new powder. I'd like to reiterate, H4831 shortcut still might work for you, especially if you have a longer barrel. Those 24 to 26 inch barrels are going to be a lot more efficient with these, with this grain weight charge and these lighter bullets. It'll be a little bit more forgiving. In my situation with the 20-inch barrel, I'm not getting the performance I want. I definitely want those higher velocities to take advantage to offset the lower ballistic coefficient of these lighter bullets. With that being said, the rest of the bullets that I have of these Barnes 155 grains, I feel like can be better put to use with this different powder that I had shot tonight. So, with the price of components, that's kind of where I'm going to focus my efforts. Yeah, I could work up to the 60 grains with the H4831 shortcut with these bullets, but that's going to come at the expense of more felt recoil and overworking the brass, therefore, reducing your brass life. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.